So we've seen a few different types of data validation inside of Excel. We've seen a list, little pick list, drop down list that the users can choose from. We did that on the make column. And we did a decimal range value. The users have to input a value between $14.95 and $39.95. We did that one on the rate column. Now, we saw that if you put something in there that doesn't fall within the criteria of the validation, you get an error message. Right? We did that. We saw that on the rate. Let's take a look at the make just to remind us. I drop down in the cell B21. I type something in. Maybe I misspell something. Let's say FRD. Right? I hit my enter key. Oh, the value doesn't match the validation restrictions defined in the cell. Nice little error message that's generated by the data validation command. Now, that's a nice error message, but I don't think it's very descriptive. It's not very user-friendly. It really doesn't tell me what I did wrong, at least directly. A little more indirect, I guess. Not as intuitive. So what I want to do here is customize the error message that's presented when you put something that's incorrect into a column that has data validation on it. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel here. That'll get rid of that value. I'm going to go ahead and highlight the cells that I want to modify. So I'm going to do B4, Shift key, B30. That's the range that I applied this to before. You want to select your exact same range. I'm going to go back up to my data tab, back to data validation, data validation. Now, earlier we were messing with the settings tab, and that's great. That's where you set up your criteria for your data validation. But right next door, we got two other tabs. Let's jump over to the third tab, error alerts. I'll give that a click. Now here, we get to customize that error message. And this is pretty neat. You get a little bit more descriptive, a little more user-friendly, right? Let the users know what they need to do in order to fix the issue. So first thing we see here is a little drop down for style. Now this is actually two things that deals with the data validation box that opens up on your screen. One, it's an icon. So I click on the drop down, there's three options there, and you can see that there's different icons that present themselves. But it's not only an icon, it's also the buttons that the user can click on once they get the error. You'll recall that default, it was a stop, it was a little X, and they got a retry and a cancel button. They had to put something in there that was valid. They couldn't say, no, you know what, I want that value, please continue. It was either retry or cancel, that was it. Now the other options here, you get a warning. Take a look at this. If I do a warning, I'm going to give this little box a title. I'm just going to call it car make. And inside the error message, I'm going to say something like, you must pick a value. Ooh, let's make sure I spell value properly. Value from the drop down menu. All right, there's my custom error. And I'm using a warning that has this little triangle with the exclamation mark. I'll hit OK. So now if I hop into the B column, the make column, and I put something in here that does not exist, Porsche, I'll hit my enter key, and here's my little message. But remember, this one was a warning. This one, you must pick a value from the drop-down menu. Like, oh, okay. But then they have an option to continue. I can say yes, no, I want Porsche in there. I can say no, or I can say cancel. Okay, so in this case, it's validating the data, but it allows the user to still press forward with that incorrect value. I'm going to cancel out of here. I'm going to re-highlight those values again, B4 to B30, back to data validation, and I'm going to change it. I'm going to do a stop. They have to pick something from the drop-down, nothing else. I don't want anything else in this list. So I hit OK, and I put something else in here. Let's say Honda, hit my enter key, and hey, you must pick a value from the drop-down menu. All right, you got retry and cancel. They have to pick a valid value. Okay? So try this out, customizing the error message. We want to be as direct, as short and direct, to the point. Let the users know what they did wrong, how they can fix it, right? Give them some good text there. And let's be nice to the users as well. Try it out.